Hi everyone and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I want to talk about a few items that I think are very interesting right now and that you should definitely see if you can invest in. So these items, I'm going to really try to explain briefly what they are and also how you can make sure to check if this is a good deal or not on your realm. So as you might all be aware, there was the Wintervale event for the past 2 weeks, this event that is linked to Christmas. And this event just ended today at 6 a.m. European time. And so now what is going to be very interesting is to buy all the different items that you could get from this event. And that will be right now very cheap and that will resell later in the year for a huge amount of gold. So you have different type of items. Of course, I'm going to first mention what is, in my opinion, the most important one. And this is the mount, the Minion of Grumpus mount. So the one I was just writing right now. So this mount is very good. It has a good sell rate and it's selling throughout the year. So this is something you want to check. I'm going to just explain after how you can check if there are good opportunities or not. And on your realm, see if this is, for instance, a neutral price, like if it's very low or if it's going to stay the same throughout the year or not. So first of all, the mount. The mount is definitely an item you want to check. What you can do if you just want to do that very quickly for the next couple of weeks, you can just add it here with the little star. As you can see, I just added it, and then now it's going to appear here in my list. And so if, for instance, at some point someone is selling it for a very cheap price, it will appear in my list. And this is the first thing you see when you arrive on your auction house table. So this is how you can just keep track of all these different items very easily. Then you have all the different toys. So you have, for instance, the different cushions. These items will definitely right now sell for a very cheap price, and you can sell them later in the year again for way more. So for instance, here it's pretty cheap, so I might actually buy it. But yeah, so this is all the different cushions are very interesting. You also have the crushing. There is none on my auction house right now, but there is this crushing Killdozer controller. So this is also an interesting one, and it can sell for just less than 1k probably on some realm at the moment. After that, you also have multiple different pets. So you have, for instance, the Grumpling pet. So this one definitely right now is selling on a lot of realms for less than 1k gold, and you can easily buy it, and you can also resell it on other realms. So this is a very easy way to just make some gold with this pet. You also have the Rotten Little Helper. Same here. Probably on a lot of realms it's going to cost nothing, when throughout the year it's going to definitely have an increase in prices. So these different items are very interesting, and I think one of the last one I want to mention is the Medallion of the Legion. So this one is a very useful item that a lot of people are still buying, and right now on many realms again it can be very cheap. So again, now we're gonna see how you can make sure that this is a good deal on your realm, and how to make sure that you can actually make some profits with the different items. So just to see if this is a good price, if this is a good deal, you can come on the Undermine Journal. This is a website, and this is really the best website you can use in order to track all these different items. So for instance, here, just to see the average price of the Minion of Grumpus, you can see that normally the median price on European realms is between 170 and 200k. And here, as you can see, on many realms, it's worth nothing. For instance, 51k is so cheap for this mount. Same here, all these different mounts, for me, below 120k is a good offer on European realms, and for sure you will most likely be able to resell it throughout the year for more than that. So here, for instance, let's say you want to check if this 51k is a good offer on this specific realm, which is Soul Flyer. So what you can do is come here in the daily summary, and you can see throughout the year it will tell you for how much this mount sells. And as expected, you can see that in January and February, it still remains very low, and then throughout the year it increases, and then it's more than 100k most of the time. Here, for instance, it's reached again 50k, but most of the time it's around 100, 150k. And as you can see, like the end of the year, it's really only more than 100k. And this is when a lot of people will buy it for that price, and when you can make a lot of gold. So here you can really check quickly if this is a good auction, a good deal or not. So here, let's say we're going on the holding forward. So here it's 100k. Let's see what are the prices throughout the year. And as you can see, the prices throughout the year are most likely around 150k gold. So definitely a good deal as well. Even if, again, the beginning is a little bit cheaper. As you can see here, it's going to be very cheap during probably the month of January and early February. And then after that, it should increase. And then people will just buy the remaining very cheap mounts, and then the markets will just have a better price. So you can do that. You can, of course, do that also on the US realms, even if the US realms, the mounts are a little bit more expensive, the minimum being 105k. And here, as you can see, this is definitely also a good deal, because after that, it's most likely going to be between 122, and there is actually 0. And after that, more than 500k for almost 3 months. So this is really good. So you can do that, and of course you can do that with all the different items. So for instance, right now, if I take the crashing Killdozer controller, the toy, you can see that on some European realms it's only 1,500, but then if you go on this realm, you can see that actually, I mean, the prices will definitely increase, but sometimes they're also still a little bit low. But again, most of the time they will sell for more than 6k, and most of the time 20k. So this is a good deal. So you should do that with all these different items. The Grumpling, you also have, of course, the rotten little helper, and then you should be able to assess whether this is something you can invest in or not. For instance, here the Medallion of the Legend on EU Ashenville, it's only 300 gold, which is so cheap. But when you go and you check throughout the year, you can see that the prices remain most of the time below 1k, even if sometimes they are at 2-3k, but most of the time they remain at around 300 gold. So here, for instance, that's definitely not a good investment. You're just going to struggle selling them, and most likely you're just going to lose some gold. So this is the only thing I really wanted to mention. This website right now is really useful for all these different information. And yeah, so hopefully with this video, you'll be able to check these different items and maybe find some very good deals, especially the mounts. Again, for me, on European realms, less than 100k is for sure a good offer. And after that, on US realms, I'm not so sure with the prices, but I'm sure you can also find some good deals, and it will probably stay very low for the next month. So throughout January, you will see a lot of people trying to sell their mounts. When they realize that they got, for instance, 5 mounts and they cannot really sell them, they will just also decrease the prices, and then that's the perfect moment to buy all these different mounts. So that's it for today's video. Try to check, and again, really try to find good opportunities, but always make sure to check on the Undermine Journal to see if this is a good deal or not. And yeah, hopefully you will be able to make some gold with these different items. So I will be back very soon with more videos. And yeah, I will see you all very soon. Bye.